We've been looking to develop over on the east side for several years. We reached out to Sandino Thompson and others to see what it would look like if we developed over here. And really through those discussions and those relationships, we were able to acquire two parcels that were next to each other on both sides of Rhode Island, two 20,000 square foot buildings, and it started from there. And next thing you know, we've got Centennial Health, which moved in about 3 months ago. And we've got this project, which we believe will start construction in the next 6 weeks. It's going to be a pretty big overhaul. It's about a $4.5 to $5 million project. We'll be doing new roof, new storefront. Some of the tenants will be building out their space, and then other tenants who have their own kind of relationship with other trades, they'll finish out their space. We think we will turn over space to the tenants in June or July of 2019. And hopefully this thing will be 100% going and occupied in October of 2019. What's great about Farmers Bank is it's one of the few banks that I can sit down and we can talk about murals and financing and placemaking all at the same place. And so when we actually pitched this to Aaron, really one of the first things we started talking about was what would it look like if we brought in a world-class muralist to do something on this wall. And so we're in discussions with that. We're working with our tenants to make sure that we have the right one lined up, but we would like to see this be a mural. And then outside of that, we've got a building basically on the south side of the property that fronts on to Rhode Island, and we're really excited about that because that will be Kaya opening up a bar called Kindred, which will open up to an outdoor space. It should really interact with the street and the community around it. And then I think on the other side, which is exciting to us, is just the fact that Family Affair is staying. Brandy's been here really before anyone else was, and she stayed. And so the fact that she's gonna stay and remain a part of this project is really, really important to all of us.
Our partner, Sandino Thompson, was also a partner with the Pivot Group on phase 1 of this development. He encouraged us to come together. He was also a previous co-owner of Urban Roots, which was a space that I was very much a patron of, that Kaya was also a co-owner of.
So the idea is to create a space where we can actually enjoy outside. There aren't any places on this side of town where there's an outdoor space for fellowship and for drinking and programming. So by programming, I mean live entertainment. The same things that we used to feature at Urban Roots, we want to have similar programming here, just in the outdoor space because the inside will be really small. But the plan is for our guests to sort of have a very cultural experience.
A bank has to step out and do something and make a change before guys like Jonathan and Pivot Project and One Yet Many can get going and make a change so we can get better comps and we can get the type of services and retail that we need in areas like these. So you know, we take chances on people, and that's what we decided to do on this deal.
I've been looking around for a place to put a school, and he was telling me about the Pivot Group, that they had something going, and got in contact with the Pivot Group, and we just struck a great deal. I thought it was a great deal. I liked what they were talking about. I liked how they were interested in developing the east side of town and their concerns about what was going on, and me wanting to make sure that the east side had something positive going, just like the rest of Oklahoma City. We need to bring up the business, bring up the community, and invest in the community.
The East Side Poke Project is the concept is a sushi concept. I have a friend in LA, his name is Andy Nguyen. He has a restaurant out there called Poke Project, and they do poke bowls, poke burritos, and things like that. And so I went out there, I loved it, and he and I have been friends for about 10 years, and I asked him to come to Oklahoma City and open up a restaurant here, and he said he would do it if I would partner with him and going with them on it, so we did that.
Conditions have been horrible, you know, over the past years. I have been able to keep my business up and running, you know, with everything around me. When Pivot Project bought the building, I was concerned. I didn't know exactly what was going to happen to my business, so I kind of thought I was going to be booted out. The change has been good. I mean, I have had great following the whole time I've been there. Like, they're still following me. They're still asking me, when are we opening back up? I mean, we're a landmark. We have, like, set the stone right here on 23rd in Hood. Now it's going to be even better, bigger and better, bigger and better.